been a long time. Hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. Welcome in. Welcome to Tales from the Loop. This is our campaign, 4 seasons of math science. And we are finally, after a long time, in the final chapter of our campaign called Wagner. Uh, it's been a while since we've returned back to Boulder City and returned back to the characters. We'll catch up with them, what they've been up to. It's been some months from the last time that we met them, when they fought dinosaurs and went time traveling and stuff. It was a wild experience. But yeah, we're back. We're here, and since this is the first time in a long time, happy Pride Month, everyone. Let's just introduce everyone's characters. It's been a long time, and again, like I said, I'm your GM Void. I'll be running the loop. My pronouns are him, and I'll let the rest of the people here introduce themselves. Yeah, go ahead.
Hi, excuse me. Hi, my name is Amber, and I use she/they pronouns, and I will be playing Audrey, the bookworm, who uses she/her pronouns.
I'm gonna go next. My name is Chanel Lees. I use she, any, but right now I've been playing with they them pronouns. That's been nice. And I'm gonna be playing Chet Martin the Jock.
And hello, I am Milo, pronouns they he, and I will be playing Cooper the Hick, pronouns he him.
Awesome. Alright, so like I said, it's been a while since we've returned to Boulder City, Nevada. The last time we were there, it was winter time. Now we'll be returning there in springtime. So let's get back to Tales from the Loop. Chapter 4, Wagner. So spring in Boulder City is the best time to be here. You can ditch your hooded sweatshirts and start wearing shorts again. But it almost never rains, so there's like no reason to keep inside. Stay inside, and the summer's blazing heat is still sort of far away into the horizon. So yeah, it's pretty nice. As if to prove how wonderful it all is, a lot of like people on vacation come here in spring break to they start swarming through the area, often on their way from Las Vegas to Lake Mead. The city seems to almost like double in population for these few weeks, bringing us a different sort of life to the city's desert streets. It's been a while since we've actually caught up with our characters, so let's do that. It's a normal school day. Let's just say it's a Wednesday, and actually, you know what? Let's say it's a Friday. Weekend is like just around the corner. It's a normal school day. Let's see what an average school day looks like for our characters. So yeah, everyone, go ahead and give your characters a little bit of an opening scene as to what they're doing throughout the entire school day, and we'll begin after that.
So Audrey, as always, gets up very early to make sure that she looks very prim and proper for school for the day, with everything in its place. And also to give her time to read whatever book she is currently reading, of course. The things that are different at school, though, is that she makes more time to ensure that she's talking to other people. She is not a completely open book, don't get that wrong, but makes more chit chat with the kids at school instead of just the adults. And finds time to see if she can run into Jet or Cooper while she's walking the hallways or studying or making her way to class.
Okay.
I think. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Sorry.
So I think Jet has changed sports. She's no longer playing field hockey, which is what she was playing last season. Well, she's still. I think she's. I'll go back on what I said. She is still playing a multitude of sports. How many sports she can fit on a middle school schedule? But she's added a new one, or she's given a new one more for focus. She now plays softball. Mechanically, this means her iconic item has changed from a field hockey stick to a softball bat. And she also gets up really early in the morning, and she gets ready to go to practice every day. Pretty much, she has maybe 1 or 2 days, school days, that she doesn't have practice in the morning or in the afternoon after school. But most of her time is spent on sports. So she also does try to keep an eye out for the friends she made along the dinosaur hunting way, in the hallways. But the easiest way to find her is to head out to the field or the gym.
Cooper wakes up bright and early, as he always does. He does little odd bits, chores around the farm until his parents have to remind him that it is still a school day, and he still does have to go to school. He can't just work on the farm all day. And he goes. He's wearing quite a big hoodie, even though it's springtime, because he is a whole 12 years old now, and puberty starting to creep up on the poor boy. He's starting to get a bit insecure and hiding in his hoodie and whatnot. And if he didn't have a complex before of really trying to impress people, he definitely does now. He's spending the days trying to chat cool to girls and like seem cool in front of them and be like, look at this spider I found. But it is not it's not working, so he does just kind of fall back to his friends.
Awesome. So yeah, that is a normal school day for you guys. Today though is a little bit different. You overhear like students, um, like your classmates or like other students or maybe people in your teams, people in the gym or in the library, talking about or whispering about like a dead body being in the creek south of Hoover Dam. And immediately, like all of your ears perk up, like, oh, a new mystery after so long. It's been boring. It's been like weeks and weeks of homework, weeks and weeks of classes, homework, going to school, coming back home, eating dinner, repeat, right, for like weeks and weeks. So when you hear those rumors of a dead body being spotted in a creek south of Hoover Dam, immediately all three of you are like incredibly excited and decide to meet up. You guys decide to. Well, I'll say that it's like the midday break in the school lunchtime, right? So you all decide to meet up. Like, oh, people have been talking about this dead body. What do you want to do, right? So yeah, let's begin there. There's still, you still have to like finish this school day, but right now you're here. Let's begin there. So yeah, you all meet up in the lunch hall, where everybody sort of take their lunch and sort of look around the lunch hall to spot everyone. And you do. There you go. What do you do?
So Audrey looks around the lunchroom, obviously trying to find her friends, and she'll go up to Jet and she'll be like, "Mystery time?" Question mark.
Jet kind of gives her this weak smile. Her eyebrows are kind of furrowed. She's excited. She's not excited is not the word. She is motivated to get on this, not from a desire to be part of this again. The thing that she learned previously, the last, why am I not getting the word that I want to use? The last season, was that terrible things are happening in the world. They're caused by adults and they're not fixed by adults. So she feels a responsibility to do something about it, but she's not happy about it. And that is very obvious in her body language. She just kind of goes, yeah, mystery time. Great.
Have you seen Cooper?
Hi
I
guys.
think
He's
there he
he's
is.
been standing. He's been standing behind, like grinning this entire time, listening to the conversation. Guys.
Jet fully did like the giraffe thing of like looking in the distance to see if she could find him, and he was like near her the whole time.
Yeah. And then Audrey will give out like a little squeak, not like a squeal, like a full one, but just like a little excited squeak, and then like I have to stay composed. I'm in front of people. We need to talk about this. Do you think the grown-ups are gonna do anything about this?
Oh no. That's why we have to get on it ASAP. I mean, it's a dead body. That's sick.
Yeah, I'm sick.
I think I can get to the library before the end of the school day and see if they have any books about corpses or decomposition or both. So I think that might be really useful. I can sneak away and do that, and then maybe where should we meet up?
What? Where did we meet up the last time? That what's it called? Speakeasy? Is that a safe place to go back to, or should we go? Maybe we can meet at the library.
Is your house still safe, Cooper?
Why wouldn't my house be safe?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't
know. I don't know if you're scared of cows or.
Well, we literally saw dinosaurs, so I don't think that anything is safe at this point anymore.
Oh my god, I
I'm
know
scared of
chickens
cows
are technically dinosaurs, but no, there's just normal chickens.
Okay, well, as long as everything is safe, then I think that is obviously the best place for us to meet up.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. And also, bring your homework, just in case.
Why?
Why?
Well, if we can't get, everything that we need, then obviously we need something else to do.
Oh, like a reason to? I don't think.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, totally. Just like not gonna do my homework in my free time.
So you're proposing an alibi?
Yeah, that's absolutely, yes, just in case any, grown-ups decide to do that. Or they come check on us. Yeah.
That's a good idea.
That's absolutely not what she meant at all. Like, she was like, bring your homework because...
narrowed.
Yeah, bring your homework because it'll be fun to do our homework together. Yes, alibis, absolutely. That's what we need right now, and not,
Oh, she's trying to have like a friend group thing happening? Is that what she's doing?
Oh, I think, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
She could just say, let's hang out. We don't need a dead body. That's so sweet.
Yeah. So I need to run off to get to class 10 minutes early like normal because we don't want to be suspicious. But I will see you all after school today.
Sure, sounds good. Cooper, I don't know where you live.
Like massive farm. You go down a bit, right a bit, hurts a miss, big sign.
Oh, the one with the big. Yeah, I've driven past that. My dad.
Yeah, the one that's like slightly like obnoxious.
Haven't we been there before? I think we've been there before, right? And last season we were there.
Really?
I think so.
I don't remember. I think we went to the dinosaur place. We went to the gun lady place, and we went to the dinosaur place. Is what I. And then Milo showed up at the dinosaur place. Cooper. Which one is which?
Oh, yes.
Cooper did.
Yeah.
Yes,
Cooper
yes,
showed up
yes,
at
yes.
the dinosaur place.
Yes. Now I remember. Okay.
It's been a while.
Well,
Something fun
you guys-
actually happened.
But you guys did meet up at Cooper's farm at the speakeasy, and then you went to the dinosaur place, and then
Oh, that's where the speakeasy is. Okay.
yes, yeah.
Okay, so she knows.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. My bad. So the lunch break ends, and you go on to your classes. The rest of the day sort of just moves on. You are like way too excited for to sort of to listen to lectures. Maybe some of you do very intently. But yes, the prospect of sort of finding a dead body is too exciting as well. So yeah, and the day passes on. You guys, the bell rings for the end of the day of the school, and everyone just rushes past out into the corridors and towards the speakeasy. So yeah, you guys meet up at the speakeasy, and the from the rumors that you've heard in in and around your school, like I said, it's the body is somewhere south of Hoover Dam. There is a small creek going past there that leads east towards Colorado River. Uh, somewhere in that vicinity, that is where you'll find the body. At least according to the rumors. Very substantiated, fact-checked rumors from your school buddies. So yeah, you meet up at the speakeasy, and what do? Do you just head out towards the Hoover Dam, or are you doing anything? Are you preparing? Let me know.
Definitely
just
think
change the
Audrey
scene.
has. I think
Sorry,
that Audrey has definitely seen if there's any books about decomposition, even if it's not about human bodies, because I'm sure some of those types of things are not in the school library, but like plant decomposition, things like that, just so she can get an idea of what may be on the way, but also any sort of like maps of the area, like flora and fauna of Hoover Dam type things, just so she's extra prepared when they get there.
Cooper's looking over her shoulder at the pictures.
Okay. All right. So if that's it, then as you guys start to make your way towards, well, you start your journey from the speakeasy. As you guys get to the main gate of the farm, they Cooper's mom is actually standing there. Sort of, it looks like she's waiting for someone, and as you guys get closer, she just sort of calls out Cooper. She says, "Hey, Cooper!" As you guys approach her and stop your bikes. She says, "Hey, have you seen Stacy around the farm?"
Uh, last time I saw her, she was just kind of moping around, like all, I don't know, like angry. Like
She hasn't. I don't think she made it to the farm today at all. I don't know where you saw her. I didn't see her today at all. Like the entire
oh no, I
day.
haven't seen her today. No.
I don't know. I don't know what's up with her. Do you know if something's happening? She's kind of been very antsy lately. I guess she's that age, but I don't know. But like it's been, she wasn't like this at all. This is a sudden shift in her. Like I don't know what's happening. I think we need to talk to her. If you find her, just let me know that me and your dad wants to. We want to talk to her. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Doesn't she normally, like, call and say why she's skipping?
Yeah, that's exactly it though. Like for the past like couple of weeks, she's been acting very strange, like very angry and irritable. I don't know, she's been like talking very strangely. She's antsy all the time. She's angry all the time. At least whenever she shows up to the farm. Whenever she doesn't, we have no idea where she is. Usually, she used to call us and let us know. She used to be very nice about all this. Very grateful. I don't know what's happening. I mean, I really want to support her. I mean, if a father wouldn't, we have to do something. But I don't know if this keeps going on. I don't know what's happening. So we need to talk. So again, if you find her, just let her know that I want to have me and your father want to have a serious talk with her.
Okay, I'll try and word that in, like, the least intimidating way.
Well, you let her know that it's serious, okay?
Oh, okay.
Because if you
Yeah,
don't, then
yeah,
she's
like,
if you don't, then she's just gonna slack off and not actually come back and talk to us.
I know, but Stacy's like, she is my friend, sort of, you know? I don't want to freak her out or anything.
Just this once, okay?
Okay.
Okay, super. Have fun.
Is Stacy the one who lost their dog last time?
Yeah.
Lost her dog?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, she just says, "All right, go on, have fun," and you guys just sort of leave. So yeah, you guys make your way to the Hoover Dam, south of Hoover Dam. You again, like I said, south of the dam there is a creek that leads east, out towards the Colorado River. You follow it for some 500 meters or so, and you sort of come across like a flooded area full of water, reeds and insects and fallen trees. Kind of, I mean, more or less a swamp, kind of like is. Uh, so yeah, you guys decide to sort of park your bikes in a safe spot and go on foot after this, because getting your bikes into a swamp is not a good idea. So you travel on foot, and again you sort of just walk for a bit, just looking around, finding clues as to where you would be able to find the dead body, looking for any strange smells. So why don't you all go ahead and roll an investigate check, or just one of you with the highest investigate can roll an investigate check.
I have a 2 in investigate.
Guys, I have a 0.
You should definitely know.
Oh, I have a 1. We
Okay,
really
I
well spread.
All right, I can roll investigate. Oh, that's 4 successes.
Whoa!
Off to an amazing start.
Just getting out all your luck in the first roll.
Absolutely. It's all downhill from here, baby.
Yes. Oh, by the way, a small change that I want to implement in this mystery only, like it's unique to this mystery, that you can use your pride you can use your pride once per episode. So
Okay,
it's
got
not
it.
once per it's not once per mystery anymore. It's once per episode, because this is supposed to be a slightly tougher mystery than the previous ones, even the dinosaur one. So yeah.
Oh my god.
So you rolled 4 successes. That's 3. That you get 3 bonus thingies with it. So with the first you succeeded. That's good. You'll be able to find the body. If you click on the investigate thing in your alchemy, it should give you some questions that you can ask. You can ask 3 of them.
Oh, I can ask 3 of them. Okay. Okay. Let us do
Actually, no, just give me a second.
Okay.
So the bonus effect says if an additional ask one additional question and take +1 die on one roll when you use the information of +3. Okay. So you can ask one question out of these,
Okay.
and whenever you use this information of like investigating the body, you can add a +2
Oh, okay.
to that kind of whenever you try to use this information to do anything to get out of trouble or whatever, right? Just
Got
note
it.
that down somewhere. You have a +2 whenever you use this information about the dead body, and you can ask one additional question out of these.
Okay.
So you can ask 2
So,
questions. Yeah, sorry,
okay,
go
perfect. So the best question is obviously, where is it?
ahead. Okay. What is the next one?
I think the next one is going to be, what has happened here?
Okay, cool. So, like I said, you walk around for a bit. You try to find clues, and because of the book that you've read, just preparing yourself to find a dead body about I don't know, books about dead bodies. Like why? What books about dead bodies would there be in library? But anyway, so you try to find like certain context clues, right? Rotting smells, um, something like because you're kind of in a swampy area, something bloated, maybe something strange looking out in the open. So yeah, you look around for a while, and you look around for like a good 50-20 minutes, and it's evening time already. It is past 6 now. You've heard like the incredibly loud siren that the cooling towers uh, you know, sound at 6 p.m. In the evening and 6 a.m. in the morning. I'd say it's like around 6:30 to 6:45 at this point. And you look around for a bit, and yeah, you do find uh, a dead body. Um, and the first thing that you notice is that this dead body has been dead for several days. It is infested with insects and worms. Uh, so as you look at it, slightly, I would say like you're like 10 to 20 feet away when you spot the dead body. Just immediately looking at it, you know that it's been there for a while. It's slightly bloated. There's like insects and flies everywhere around it. What do you do?
If I spot it first, I will. It's sort of stop Jet and Cooper, and Audrey will say, "Have either one of you seen someone who's dead before?"
Yeah,
I've
we
seen
saw one that got
animals.
we just saw a man that was all tore up last time.
That's
That's
true.
not Jet talking, that's me talking.
That's true. I just want to let you know that this is not just a regular dead body. So brace yourselves.
Does she walk up and see it and then come back is there like a distance between herself and the
Yeah.
rest of the party? Okay, good.
So there was like 10 to 20 feet away when I see it. So I think I would like, before you all get any closer than that to it, I'd be like, brace yourselves. Like, kind of like the adult in the situation, I think is what she's like acting like. Like, is like, this might be weird or scary or not like you would expect it. So just like, brace yourself. Sort of like manner of speaking. So just like, it's gonna look different than maybe we expected. So just take a breath before you go over there.
I think, as is her habit, Jet was leading up how do you say that phrase? She was in the back. She's all the way in the back. She's not super far from Cooper, but she's behind him as
Yep.
she's walking. So she's very grateful. She's kind of waiting that, like, if there's news of a body that's getting around town by word of mouth, that it's going to be nasty. So she doesn't want to look at it. She will not look at it if she has to, and she's very grateful that you like took the lead. Now that you found it, she is probably just gonna stand like where you meet her to say brace herself. She just stays there. She doesn't move forward.
And then I think Audrey will like put, knowing how you reacted to like some of the stuff with the dinosaurs, was just like put her hand on your shoulder and just like nod. It's like I understand, like I understand sort of way. And it'll be like, Jet, why don't you keep watch? Well, Cooper, and she'll look over at Cooper and be like, "Are you with a like, are you coming?" like sort of face. Cooper and I check it out.
Jet nods and just kind of
yeah.
gives a really, really tight, tense smile as she agrees to just she like fully turns her back and starts looking around to see if anybody is coming here.
Okay.
All right, Cooper, let's go.
Okay.
As you get closer, you realize that this body is wearing a white lab. You get closer and closer, and you're right above it. What do you do? The body is kind of face down into the ground. So what do you do?
I'm gonna use my foot to turn its face. See if there's it's rotting a bit, but there could still be some sort of identifiable anything. Like, is this an old guy? Is this someone we know? Is this man, woman? Anything I can glean.
As you get closer, the smell just sort of almost assaults your nose as the insects around the body, they just kind of dissipate as you get closer. And you sort of try to look at the face, try to turn the body enough to look at the face of who this person might be. Clearly, they've been dead for a while, but just as you turn the face enough to recognize a familiar look.
So Audrey is definitely, because she read all the books in the library about decomposition, even if it wasn't about bodies, she is just furiously writing details of what she can find in her field notebook. A, because understanding that this is a crime scene, and B, understanding that it may be a long time before she gets to see something like this again. So wants to make sure that she has all the scientific details written down.
Mm-hmm. All right. What about the others?
Jet has intentionally taken quite a distance from the body. Her back is turned. She's trying, and I think failing, to disguise her disgust and is fear the right word? She's freaked out by this situation. She's not really scared of any kind of immediate threat, but she hates everything about being this close to such a nasty scene. So she's just kind of standing guard like she did the last time, quote unquote, standing guard off to the side, back turned.
Right. What about Cooper and Mary?
Cooper's first instinct is to cover his nose and poke it with his foot just to make sure it's really dead.
It is, yeah.
He nods, he's like, yeah, that's dead.
Well, I think Mary Lee looks at Dan and is probably like, well, she deserved it, so it's okay. She was causing a lot of mayhem and hurting a lot of people. And so
She was still a person,
can't-
Marianne.
well, this is something she's just thinking to herself to just calm herself down, because she is scared looking at a dead body, and she's just calming herself down, is just normalizing the whole situation in her head, and then calmly just asks everybody, does anyone have gloves?
I mean, if you just want to dispose of it, I can just grab it. I mean, we don't need gloves. I don't usually use gloves.
I just wanted to check if there was anything in her body. But I don't want my fingerprints on her body. Would that matter in a swampy area though?
He just turns to look at Audrey.
Audrey, because you rolled, investigate check with 3 successes. I'll carry over some of those successes over here, and because of your knowledge that you gained from reading, a book about dead bodies, and you're taking notes and everything, so I'll say that you have some knowledge as to what might have happened here, just by just some cursory looking at it very just initial observations are that this person has been Diane has been dead for several days. She is infested with insects and worms. As you get as her face is revealed, you look a bit closer and you realize that there's a very small hole in her forehead. It goes straight through her head and out the back.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot see any other indications of violence against the body. Just this one thing, a small hole in her forehead which goes through from the front and out the back. It looks like the body was dragged here, but the tracks are not really all that visible.
Okay. Well, it looks like she's been here for at least a couple of days, and something caused an injury. She wasn't killed here, but it looks like she was brought here afterwards. Wonder who did this to her.
As you guys are wondering this and sort of just awkwardly looking at each other and maybe thinking of what to do next, just by the gravity of the situation, that you guys were here because you just wanted to look at a dead body, and now that you're actually found it is Stacy says, well, looky here. Looks like
Stacy, I know it looks really bad right now, but we did not do this.
You know what? You guys have the best timing to be at the right place at the worst times. You know that, right?
Yeah, it's oh yeah, mom wanted you to go talk with her, so maybe now would be a really good time for you to, turn around and go find my mom. Talk with her.
Yeah, I can do that later. Why don't you guys leave? All right, we'll handle the body, whatever.
We got here first.
Well, that's
I don't
great.
know that we can dibs. I don't
That's
think you
great.
can dibs a dead body, guys. I don't think
What
that's
do
how
you
it works.
handle the dead body?
Oh, but we can. We just want to look around. That's it. You guys can leave now. Or do you want me to call the police on you or something? Because we did find you here.
We could just as well do the same to you.
Well, we'll do it first. So
I don't think that's how that works.
I start calling. I start running to
Running where?
the nearest phone. I guess.
There is no nearest phone. You are in the middle of nowhere. Currently, you are very far away from the city.
Okay. Got
Yeah.
that. So I can't do that.
Wait, so they can't call the police either.
Yeah.
She just sort of, you know what? She just sort of looks behind, and I'm gonna take something from your play. She looks behind, and she sort of gives Muffin a look, and Muffin like he sort of just steps back for a bit, and he's like, "No, I don't want to do it. Please don't make me do it." She just sort of points and go now, and Muffin starts running towards the city.
I think Jet doesn't really fully understand what's going on, but people are running, and she knows in a contest of speed, she will win. So she just starts running as well.
All right, what about the others?
So how many people are running so far? Merrily start running.
Yeah. I think Audrey
Start
is so
running.
used to being by herself that she's like, just like, they'll be fine. And just goes upon her business, trying to secure the crime scene.
Now
Yeah,
then, that's settled. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, Cooper just sticks around as well. Might as well. The dead body is kind of cool.
Okay. Stacy says, now that that's settled, Cooper, why don't you also go home? Your mom might be worried. It's getting late.
Mom knows where I am. She saw me walk off.
Yeah, but it's getting late. It's almost dinner time now.
I can eat dinner later. I told you to go see my mom first. Hey, you can't just switch this around on me.
What does she want to talk to me now?
I mean, you haven't been, been a bit not there the past few days.
Yeah,
She's
because I've been
worried.
Yeah, because I have other shit to deal with.
Well, I currently have a shit to deal with, and the shit is a dead body, so why are you telling me to go away?
Oh, because I want you to. Just go away. We'll deal with the body.
Audrey, back me up here.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid that you can't deal with the body. See, we're securing the crime scene, and you can see that like Audrey somehow has like a ball of yarn or something along those lines that she's like poked sticks in the ground, and she's like tied it around to like mark off the area of the body. She's likely seen this on like a TV show or something like that. It knows that this is the right thing to do so that, other people don't touch it. And she knows that besides, her kind of like prodding it a little bit with her pencil and Cooper poking the body with his foot, that nobody really at this point has touched it. So it's probably pretty secure.
You can't do that, right? That's something called tampering with the crime scene.
No, I'm protecting the crime scene. What you plan on doing is tampering.
Well, then why are you here for? You've protected the body. Just get out of here now. Come on now. It's getting
Well,
late.
I don't know what you're going to do with the body after we leave. I don't feel safe leaving it here with you.
We just want to check it out. Like I said, Muffin's gone to get the police. He'll come back with the police and we'll just leave after that.
I don't believe you. She says it like a question. Like, she knows it's getting late. She should probably get home, but like, these kids were not good the last time she saw them, so she is not willing to just willy-nilly give up this site to them.
All right. All right. They start approaching you. It's Stacy, Mara, and Spike. Mara and Spike, they just sort of crack their knuckles. Well, if you don't want to leave voluntarily, we can make you.
Stacy, come on.
Come on, what? I asked you nicely.
Audrey's my friend. You're not gonna have your guys hurt my friend?
Fine, we won't hurt your friend. But we will hurt you. And maybe
No.
looking
Okay.
at that, she will
just
realize that it's really not a good idea to mess with us.
You know what? Why don't you just explain to us what is so important about you getting to see and be by this body? You can see it from right here. We don't have to leave for you to look at it.
No, you don't. But we still want to you to leave. We don't want you to
Why?
take all the credit for finding the body, now, do we?
We
Do
won't.
you want to fight? I can fight.
Oh, you want to fight?
Yeah.
Cooper, if you
Oh,
don't
you
have
really
to
don't
do
want to
this.
fight. Trust me.
You don't have to do this, Cooper. It's okay.
No. It's okay. I've done this before.
If I
Audrey
could
will
just
sort of
slip
just-
in.
Get behind
Um,
me.
Jet would have tried to. It was Muffin that ran away. Jet would have
Yes.
tried to stop Muffin. If they're running for a distance and it would break them away from the group to go find a phone, like if it's a phone is very far away, Jet's intention would not have been to get to the phone first. It would have been to knock Muffin over and stop. I can't remember their pronouns. Excuse me. Do they use he/him pronouns?
Yes, he.
He/him. Yeah, stop him from just getting away, essentially. Because she wouldn't want to leave her friends with the big kids. So if there is talk of a fight, my intention is she's still in the area and she is going to directly involve herself in a fight or try to
All
stop
right.
it.
Go ahead and make a move check.
Okay. Oh gosh, it's been a while. Move. Roll. Was a lot of dice. Damn. And I only got 2 successes.
Two successes. Awesome. With one success, you catch up to Muffin. With a second success, you know what? With a second success, you're able to pin him down. What do you do? What do you say?
I think Jet shoulder checks him and kind of like hooks his foot with the back of her ankle, flips him down, doesn't like hold him down, but stands over her and takes advantage of the fact that she is only 13 years old but is damn near 6 feet tall, and looks down towards the ground, towards him, and just says, "Stop." And then hears a commotion going on further away in the distance, something about a fight. She's not getting every word, but things are starting to look like they're starting to heat up. She turns her attention back over there and she leaves Muffin. I don't think she cares if Muffin tries to get up and run again, because I think she's made her point that if you run, I will catch you.
Okay.
And she starts slowly walking back towards the group. She's not saying anything, but she is. Do we always have our what are they called? The tools that we all have, the one thing that we all have, do we always have that on us? Or is it
Iconic
like a
item,
narrative
yes.
thing? Yeah.
Iconic item, yes.
She's got her softball bat slung over her I think I made her left-handed, her left shoulder. And she's just kind of walking towards the group and trying to catch the eye of the teens.
All right. As you're walking back, Muffin just shouts, "Stacy, look out! She's a strong one." And Stacy, she looks back, and she looks back at you, Cooper, Audrey, and Merrily. It looks like we have a fight in our hands.
Do we?
Do
you want that?
The question is, do you want that?
Is that the real question? Are we the ones that are instigating trouble? Or is it you?
Wait, I thought I was running to the police. I'm not there.
Huh?
I ran away.
Oh,
I
okay.
thought you said you can't do it, as in you, because I
no,
stated
I
that
was
it's very
going.
far away. Yeah, because I stated that
Okay.
I thought that when you said, oh maybe I can't do that, then maybe you're still here. So my bad.
Not for the phone, but like at least be the first to inform the police.
Okay.
That makes sense. Then even if Muffin tries it again,
Yeah.
Name left my brain. Merrily has a head start now. That's cool.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. All right. Then yes. going back to the thing. Well, it doesn't matter who started trouble, who didn't, as long as we get the credit for finding the body. So, do we want to
Okay, you
fight
get the
or do we
credit.
want to leave?
Okay, you get the credit. You were here first. Good
Yeah,
for you.
Yep, that's fine. I'm not really sure what the credit has to do with anything. This is a dead body.
Guys, really?
Yes, really. She just sort of gestures for you to leave.
This is all very silly. Maybe we should just leave. It's fine. We got to see it. I'm at this point I'm assuming that Audrey has finished marking off the area. If you tamper with a crime scene, that's your prerogative, I guess. I've got all my notes here, team. Maybe we should just and Audrey will start to I'm sure she put her her backpack on the ground to get better movement around the scene, and she needed to get some stuff out of it, and so she packs up her stuff to go.
Okay.
Jet doesn't move.
You sure you
cool.
don't want to see me beat anyone up?
Audrey, as you are, picking up your backpack and, packing all your things, you spot an ID card sort of just, peeking out of the lab coat's pocket.
As she's finishing packing up, I'm assuming her notebook and her pencil are the last things that go in the bag because just in case. So she'll stop mid-sentence and walk back over to the body, and with the eraser of her pencil, which is very clean because she doesn't have to use it very often, she'll just sort of take the eraser and use it to pull the ID out of the pocket so that she can read it without having to touch it.
All right, you do that, and these three they realize that you're doing it. And now who's tampering with the body, huh?
I'm using a clean never mind. She just is like, yeah, they're dimwits. She doesn't have to explain anything to them.
Okay, so you look at the ID card and it says it belongs to Priscilla Andrews, and there's a photo of Diane Peterson on it. But the name says Priscilla Andrews. The ID card is one from the Microlex company. It is
Okay,
Microlex is a subcontractor for you just know that Microlex is a company which works with the Loop and works for and with the Loop. It employs a lot of people in the Boulder City, and one more detail you notice is that the address of the employee Priscilla Andrews is noted as Peterson Farm, the same farm that you were in the previous mystery where Diane used to live.
Jet, can you come here for a second?
Jet pauses for just a second to stare Stacy down before turning her attention to Audrey and walking over. Yeah?
Look at this, and she'll, point to the card. That's Diane's face, but that's not Diane's information. And look, that's the address of the farm.
That's weird.
Right? I kind of just needed somebody else to see it. This is really strange. Do you think she was pretending to be someone else?
I mean, I wouldn't put it past her. She wasn't. She kind of glances over at the dead body. She didn't really have our best interests at heart. Most of the time, we were the short. I didn't like her.
I don't blame you. Not at all.
Feels weird to say about a
Um,
dead person, though.
Yeah, you know what? Not just because they died, that doesn't mean that it makes them automatically better, I suppose. Do you think we need to go back? And she's trying to say the needing to go back in like a hushed voice, like, okay, fine, like, she's officially done with like the body and all of that stuff, and like now something is wrong and is thinking about the next steps.
Mm. Just because she's dead, that doesn't make her a good person or a better person. Jet kind of it's a hard to describe facial expression. She kind of looks like she just realized something, and she frowns a little bit, like almost like she's slightly surprised, and then puts her attention back on the card and goes, "I don't want to, but we probably should."
Especially with them, and she points at the older kids, the ruffian kids. We may just have to take matters into our own hands if they do anything out here.
I think they just want reward money. I don't think they're going to do anything that bad.
Well, if they do, it's on them.
Yep.
So, yeah, I think Audrey is like, okay, we're finished here. We know we need to go back to the farm where we tried to run away from dinosaurs.
Shit, has anyone seen Mary Lee?
Oh, I think was she trying to get to a phone or something? Where do you know this area? Where's the closest phone? We should go find her.
Fucking ages away. We should go tell her and not phone the police. That will cause so much problems.
Oh, is it flat kind of terrain here? Like, would she still be visible at a distance?
No, I think she would be gone at this point.
Oh no.
Even Muffin. But you know the general direction of where she left. Muffin followed her.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Jet wants to go and see if she can trail her. Just make sure she's okay. And maybe tell her not. Well, I don't know if she cares if the police get, because like we heard about it at school, right?
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I would assume that if police cared, they would have come out, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like we're not the first people that know about this. It's kind of weird. Well, but she does want to protect her friend, so I think she kind of like at a casual jog starts like making off after the direction that she saw Muffin and Marilee run off in.
All right, cool. The rest of you leave as well.
Yeah,
Yep.
Cooper's following behind Jet just to make sure nothing, like no one surprise ambushes us.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. So as you guys leave, you just look. You just get one glance. Towards. You just give one glance behind. To look at what the teenagers might be doing. They're just sort of hanging around it, poking it with a stick. Sort of just laughing and making jokes. You can't really hear what they're talking about. Yeah, but they just, it looks like they're just goofing around. And as you leave, we cut to merely running like an Olympic athlete towards the nearest police station. It takes you a good while. Like even if you're sprinting, I'll say make a move check. Yeah, if you fail, there is a threat of a condition of exhaustion.
Oh,
Mm,
uh,
Oh, you failed.
can
Do you
yeah,
want to use your luck?
I think so. Yeah, I'll use my luck.
Go ahead,
Mm,
reroll the dice. Two
Okay, I have
successes.
this.
Awesome. Um, all right, cool. So with those two successes, it takes you a good amount of time, like half an hour at least, even if you're sprinting to get to the Boulder City police station. There's only one, right?
Hmm.
And it has a small amount of cops in it. It's not Boulder City isn't a huge city or anything. It's a small town. So it doesn't have a lot of it doesn't have a huge force of police here. So currently, most of them, it looks like, are not here. You have like some beat cops or something like that, and there's one person who looks like an inspector or an investigator or well, at least someone in charge. Um, you walk up to her. Well, you walk up to the reception first, where um, you see a lady who's sitting down and she, huffing and puffing. She just, okay, calm down, kid. What happened?
Uh, there we found a body.
A body?
Yes, in
Where?
the swamps.
Near the dam?
Yes.
Well, holy okay. She picks up like an intercom, and she calls um someone sitting slightly far away on a desk, and um hey, Richards, can you come down here at the reception? There's a kid who's saying that they found a that she found a body. And she puts down the phone. Okay, calm down now. She sort of gets out of a chair. Just sit down here. I'll bring you something to drink. You need water?
Yes,
Anything?
please. Water.
Okay. Okay. Just calm down. Okay. And she leaves, and just in like another moment, you see uh a police officer, policewoman sort of approach you. Her badge says the name Karen Richards. She sort of approaches you, kneels down, and hey, my name is Karen. Can you tell me what you saw in detail?
Uh, I so uh, just to clarify one thing, Diane Peterson is Jenny's aunt, right?
Yes.
So I looked at Karen and I'm just like, I saw Diane, my friend Jenny's aunt. I think she was shot in the head and I found her body in the creek, in the swamps down the creek towards Hoover Dam.
Right. Oh, I'm so sorry that you had to witness that. Um, are you sure you saw Diane
Yes,
Peterson, right?
yes. She is my friend Jenny told me about her once. She, she, she was a scientist like my mom as well.
Okay. All right. I'm so sorry. Uh, you see the receptionist lady sort of just come back with a glass of water. She gives it to you. Why don't you sit down? Why don't you sit here? Calm yourself a bit, and I'll go check it out. Make sure everyone's safe. Okay, everything's safe. All right. I'll check out the. And she sort of looks at the receptionist. She sort of nods, and she nods back. She puts on her hat and she starts leaving. Um, Good job, kid. Just rest, okay? this the receptionist, the nice receptionist lady here will call your parents and will get you sorted out. All right. And then she leaves, and she leaves, and like in like 30 seconds you hear Muffin, and she sort of bursts into the police station. I saw a body, I saw a dead body, I saw a dead body. And she sort of looks around, and there's just two of you just sitting down on like a bench beside the reception. And he's like, oh, there's a dead body at the Hoover Dam, near the Hoover Dam. And the receptionist lady is like, she just looks at you and looks at Muffin, and she's like, okay, kid, calm down, just come in here. You sit as well. You want water or something? Was this some? I hope this is not some sort of a joke. She looks at you, and she sort of asks you this question. I hope this isn't some sort of a joke or a prank.
I'm still like gasping for air, and I'm like, no. I try to look as disturbed as possible in this moment, trying to recollect the dead body itself and how it actually initially terrified me. And I'm going like, no, it was really there. It was. She was
Okay.
so bloated and pale,
Okay.
and
Okay, I believe you. Just calm down. Don't try to think about it. Just calm down. I'll call your parents. Do you know what their how I can contact them? Do you know your home your home number, phone number at your home? Anything?
there's no one at home right now. I don't know my mom's work number.
Can I call someone you know, maybe, who can pick you up?
I don't know anyone who can pick me up now, but I think I'll be able to manage by myself.
Are you sure?
Yes,
Make a
I'll
charm check.
just- One success.
All right, cool. Okay. Just calm down. Sit here for a bit. Take your time. You're out of breath. Just drink the water. Should I bring you something else? Something to eat, maybe?
Yes, do you have something sweet?
Yeah, I have some cookies. Just calm down, all right? Sit here for a bit, and when you feel like you're okay, you're okay to leave, you can leave, all right? Just
Thank
make sure
you.
that you go straight back to your home, all right?
Yes, I will.
Okay. Uh, Muffin is like, but I saw the body first, you know. All right, kid. I believe you. Just calm down, okay? She just sort of gives a long sigh and goes back into like the pantry area of the police station and brings you something to eat. Both of you something to eat. Yeah. And then we're gonna cut to these guys making their way um to the police station. As you guys are making your way to the police station, you hear a siren, and a police car just zooms past you towards the direction of the Hoover Dam. Uh, I mean, you could probably guess that Merrily or Muffin made their way to the police station and informed the police. And we cut again to you guys reaching the police station, where you see Merrily. Well, Merrily, do you share the cookies with Muffin?
No, I don't. Like, it's mine. All the cookies are mine.
All right. So as at you enter the police station, and you just see Merrily eating, sort of chomping down on cookies, and Muffin just sort of very sort of greedily looking at it, like just staring at the cookies as she's eating them. What do you
Are
do?
you okay? Jet kind of. I'm going to assume Jet is in the head of the pack. At the head of the pack, comes into the police station. Sees Merrily. Immediately asks, "Are you okay? What's going on?"
As soon as I see, like, I hear Jet, I just like freeze for a second, take a deep breath, just get to just like get myself to stop panting and panicking at this moment, and I'm just like, I'm fine. You want some cookies?
Yeah, okay. She just kind of walks over. Are there chairs like near? Is it only 2 chairs, or is it like a lobby kind of situation?
It's a lobby kind of situation, and it's a bench. So it's a long bench. You can sit down.
Okay. I think she grabs a cookie, sits down next to Merrily. She's not she looks unconvinced that Merrily is okay, but she doesn't really know what to do about it. So she's just gonna sit next to her and try to calm herself. She just finished jogging. Her heart rate is high. She is still kind of freaked out as well, but is trying her best to be a calming presence, regardless.
Cooper comes in right after Jet. He like slams the door open, talking very loudly, a bit like Muffin, just saying some stupid shit like, there is no dead body. There is no dead body. Nothing happened. No one needs to worry about anything.
Cooper,
And,
you can't. Cooper, you can't lie to cops. Cooper. Jet looks so freaked out.
His eyes like look towards the girls. Sees Jet sitting down looking exhausted. Sees Merrily, slightly misty eyes, and just very quickly shuts up, nods his head, goes to sit down with the girls.
Do you want a cookie?
Yeah.
I don't think we're
Yeah.
gonna get in trouble if it makes you feel any better. We just looked at it.
Yeah, we just looked at it. We didn't do anything else. He kind of like awkwardly eyes Audrey.
Jet squints
Audrey's
her eyes.
gone. Yeah, Audrey's gone right up to like the police station receptionist and been like, okay, I made notes about everything that happened and here they are. And just is like info dumping everything that happened. She is going to intentionally leave out the fact that they found an additional ID on the body that said a different name, but she will positively identify her as Diana.
Audrey!
But these are scientific facts. And she just continues.
Audrey, they don't need to know all of this information! We weren't
Why not?
even there!
What's the problem, Cooper?
Oh yeah, let's just tell the police everything about what we saw, and oh, we were so gonna get arrested. Oh my god.
For what?
Oh my god, you're... Dead body!
I don't think they're gonna think we did it. I think it's been dead for like way longer than today.
And then
They might think I did it.
As Jet says that, Audrey will be like, I predict that it's been dead for 3 days. Like,
okay.
I
think Jet is... Cooper, why would you say that out loud? Why do you... What?
Why are you incriminating yourself?
Yeah!
I didn't, but I kind of...
Jet fully takes a plate of cookies from Merrily's lap, puts them in Cooper's lap, and just says, "Shh, breathe, eat cookies."
I can't. Oh, Diesel. Oh my god. Okay, wow.
The receptionist lady is just sort of, well, are you guys here to pick up your friend?
Yes.
She's referring to Merrily?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, she was very upset about what we found. I think that we're okay to walk her home, though. I think we can manage.
Yeah.
And Audrey just sort of just like eyes Cooper and Mary Lee, like, you need to be calm about this, guys, and just like gives them older kid look. I don't know that I feel like it's like a mom look, but it doesn't really work like that because she's not a mom, but she's trying to be authoritative.
I'm imagining it of like, you know, when you do something and you're like, oh my god, that's just like one of my parents. I think
Yes.
that's what she does. She gives a look she's been given before, is what I'm imagining.
Yes.
All
Anyway,
right.
we'll be out of the way now. I hope that you have a great day, and I hope that whoever did this crime gets caught.
Yes. She again approaches Mary Lee and she says, "Don't you worry, okay? I know this must have been really hard, but we're gonna take care of it, right? Don't worry about anything. Um, just go back with your friends and try to sleep, all right?"
I
Yes,
get up.
yes. Thank you. I think Audrey's trying to get everyone out of here at this point because this is too much.
Cooper
All right.
I
taking the
just
plate.
get up calmly, give her a nod, and start walking out.
Okay.
Cooper is taking the plate with him.
Okay. Cool. So you guys make it out of the police station. Where do you go? What do you do? It's late, incredibly late. I think it's like 8 p.m. now. You should be getting home soon.
I walk with them for about like 10-15 minutes, and I think I tell them that I'm gonna head home now, and I think try to search for Isaac. I try to head towards Isaac.
Okay. What about the others?
uh, Mary Lee. Mary Lee, do you want me to walk you home?
No, it's fine.
Are
Also,
you sure?
at this point I pull out my cigarette and I'm smoking. Yeah, I'm completely fine.
Yes. You seem like it, Audrey says. Audrey will just I mean, you can't do anything but take somebody at their word, right? So as to not insist upon Mary Lee, does anyone else need somebody to walk them home?
I'm okay. I should get a move on, actually. I don't wanna get home late. Too late.
That makes sense. Are you gonna be okay, Cooper?
Um, I'll be. I'll be. You can walk with me if you want to. I mean,
Audrey will take that as a yes, I should probably help Cooper walk home. And so we'll walk home with Cooper, and then after Cooper is in, safe at home, she will walk home herself.
All right. Cool. Um, as you guys get home, let's do an everyday scene for each for everyone. So if you want, you can describe it yourself, or we can play it out. Let's start with Audrey. As you get home, what do we see?
I assume her parents are home from work now. They've probably this is probably about dinner time because, they're professional people, so they don't always get home, right at 5:30 or whatever. And so, mom will probably ask like, "Oh, what have you been up to? You're home a little later than you're usually home before us." And Audrey will just explain to her mom, "Yeah, I went out into the woods to make some scientific notes, and we'll go to show her mom the notebook, knowing that her mom is tired at the end of a long work day and probably won't actually look at what she's written, but will show that she's written lots of pages of notes to her mom, and her mom is like, "That's really nice, dear," in like a genuine way, but is just like so tired she can't uh function beyond that. Um and so they will have dinner together as a family, which is usually pretty quiet because her parents are pretty tired. They'll ask her about her day and she'll repeat what she said to her mom. And then her parents will excuse themselves to go do any household chores or any cleaning up that needs to be done for the day. And Audrey will make her way upstairs, and typically she would do any homework that she has before bed. But today she doesn't. She goes back over her notes that she made about the body. And in the margins will write any additional things that she remembers that she didn't get done while she was there. And then will fall asleep with like her pencil and her notebook open and having falling asleep reading the notes.
Okay. Because it was a Saturday night, tomorrow's a holiday, so yeah. What about Cooper?
Oh, Cooper?
Yes.
Oh, ooh. Well, he gets home pretty late. His dad's not there, still in hospital. His mother's not too phased about it. This isn't his first time kind of coming back in late. He makes up some sort of excuse about, tending to the chickens or whatever animal first comes to his head, and that they were just being such a nuisance, and he had to spend ages trying to get them all back in. And she believes it because Cooper's been working his ass off a bit recently anyway. He goes to the phone, I think, and he calls up Mary Lee.
Okay. Maybe.
I don't think Mary Lee would be answering the call because she is trying to find Isaac right now.
All right. The phone rings for a bit, and it just she doesn't pick up.
He tries again, and spends like a good 10 minutes or so just really trying to get through the line to her. Eventually,
Is there like a recording thing at this point of time?
Yes. Yeah. Answering machines. Yeah.
oh my god, there is voicemail. There's
Answering machine.
voicemail.
Voicemail.
Yeah.
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 Okay, awesome. Okay, but he does like try ringing a few times because like he wants to talk to her. But eventually, he does give up. Just leaves a voicemail that goes, "Hey, Merrily, I just wanted to check in with how you were doing. I didn't really get a chance when you ran away. You looked, I don't know, pretty freaked and downed that cigarette really fast. I mean, like, wow, like, but that was cool, but also like, oh, I'm a little bit concerned. Um, I don't know what I was trying to say here. That is just that's the first time I've seen you cry. I think you were crying. Your face looked wet. I didn't tell me if I'm assuming wrong. It's just I don't know. There's just been so much going on, and I just wanna I just wanna hang out with you again like normal. And hangs up.
All right. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. He hangs up at that, goes to bed.
Okay. Jet.
Jet, when Jet gets home, she's very careful to open and close the door as quietly as possible. And she kind of breathes a sigh of relief as she enters her home and hears very, very little noise in the house, which tells her she wasn't entirely sure if her dad was working that night. He works nights. And she usually has his schedule pretty down pat, but if you can remind me, did they leave directly from school and now she's arriving back home at around 8 p.m.? Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so she's been gone the entire day. I think she kind of the excitement of the day made her kind of forget whether or not he was working that night. And so she's relieved to enter a quiet house, because a quiet house in the evening means that her dad is still sleeping. He's not yet woken up to start getting ready to go start his night shift. So she goes to her siblings' bedrooms. She has 3 younger siblings, checks in on them. I'm gonna say I wonder if this is something she would anticipate. I'm gonna say she had an argument with her dad after the last session, and I think she has been trying to find ways to be more independent from her family. Her dad is the only person raising her and her 3 siblings, and because she's the oldest, even though she's only 13, she's kind of become the secondary parent. So I think she started stocking the freezer with microwave meals. They had those in the 80s. Yeah, they had TV dinners in the 80s. I think her dad was okay with it because he didn't mind, being able to grab something whenever he wanted, but really her intention was to make sure if she came home late, her siblings would still be able to have something to eat. So she checks in on them, makes sure they were able to heat up the dinner. I think the next oldest is the only one that's tall enough to reach the microwave. I don't really know exactly what ages they are, but they're quite a bit younger than 13. They're all squared away. The youngest one's probably already gone to bed. And with a sigh of relief, I think she starts messing up the house just a little bit. Like she doesn't make a mess, but she leaves some things around that looks like she's been in the house longer than she has been. Like maybe she lays out some notebooks on the dining room table and then kind of doesn't put them away all the way, leaves her backpack open near her chair. Starts looking like she came home from school, got started on something, got distracted at something else. And she knows that if she leaves it out, her dad's going to be annoyed at her. But she also knows if her dad is annoyed at her and has something to squabble with her about, there will be no space left to ask her about her day. So she kind of covers all her bases. And then having done that, I think she gets one of those freezer dinners out, gets herself something to eat, starts on her homework herself.
Awesome. Is that it?
Yeah.
Awesome. Merely, yeah. You are looking for Isaac. Usually, you go to the one meeting spot which is in the woods. Usually where Isaac hangs out. There's a small shack that you guys built for him. He's not there. Like for the past week, you've probably gone there every day to see if he's back, and he hasn't been. And today is no different.
Yeah. Then I head home. I enter the house. I think my mom's probably left something on the kitchen counter and she's locked in her room again, working on something. I open the door a bit, just check on her, and then try to wave to her. She waves and then she just waves me out of the room. And well, then I just go to the counter. She made pasta for me today, so I just serve myself as and sit in front of the TV, have my pasta, and then head to bed.
Okay. All right. So the night passes. It's a pretty boring night. Oh, by the way, do you check out the answering machine?
Oh yes, I do check out the answering machine, and I hear the messages Cooper sent me, and I think it's like a pretty decent time. Yeah, I call back Cooper actually.
Okay, Cooper, what do you do?
He hears the phone ringing. He bolts right up out of bed. It's Merrily, hi. That is you, right? I'm not just saying that to a random person.
Yes, Cooper. What's up? You called. I
Hi,
mean,
sorry, I got so in my head and
it's okay.
you
I'm
are
fine. I'm doing fine. I'm all good.
are you sure? Or you were like, oh,
Yes, I just had to put on an act in the police station. Just don't worry about that. I'm doing all good.
uh, oh,
Yeah, I just
okay.
had to make them believe me. And like believe that I didn't do anything. We can't, we have to look innocent, right? I mean, we are innocent.
Okay. Yeah, he's so tired at this point. He's just kind of nodding and going,
Cooper?
yeah, sure. Yeah. No, that makes I was just checking in. I'm sorry if you were asleep or anything.
No, I was just having my food. I'm fine.
Well, I'll see you tomorrow. Maybe we can meet up a bit early and like hang out a bit around the weird little stores before everyone else comes around. We'd figure out whatever the fuck that was.
It's. I think it will be fine. The police will handle it now. It's not nothing.
Okay. Yeah. No, okay, yeah. And he just hangs up, kind of more worried than he was before.
Okay. All right. The night passes. It is a pretty boring night. You guys know that you don't have to wake up early tomorrow for school, so it's pretty chill. Aside from the added sort of weight of seeing a dead body of a person. Sure, you've met once, but somehow has affected your lives for the past year or so. At least some of you. For some of you, it's been for the past months. Um, but yeah, that sort of realization just sort of sets in as you set out to sleep for the night. You think on it for a bit, but again, you're kids, so you're not. It's not like you're thinking. You're rationalizing or you're doing some deep thinking. It's just, oh, I saw a dead body. That's cool. But I also knew that person. Maybe yeah, some thoughts here and there. But again, you're kids, so you're able to sleep it off. In the morning, um, it's a normal spring morning. It's a Sunday, so your families are doing their usual Sunday chores. Uh, if you want to describe what a morning looks like at your home, you can go ahead and do that. If not, you can move past that and do the next scenes. Yeah, anyone wants to do it? So if anyone wants to do it, go ahead.
I think Audrey just I think her parents, because it's a school day or it's a weekend.
It's a weekend. It's a holiday. It's Sunday.
Okay. So I think even on days like today, where her parents aren't working, it is they're very preoccupied with like, okay, we've worked so hard all week, now we need to take care of the house stuff. So she's still sort of just on her own. So we'll have a quick breakfast, like a bowl of cereal or oatmeal or something, and say bye to mom and dad. They don't really ask her where she's going or what she's doing. They trust her. She's pretty responsible. So she makes her way to Cooper's.
Okay. Before you leave, you hear your parents, well, your dad reading the newspaper, and he sort of just reads the story of the day aloud, the front pager, that the newspaper says that a dead woman has been found south of Hoover Dam. The police are being secretive about the cause of death because currently an investigation is going on, is underway, and the police detective Karen Richards, based at the Boulder City Police Station, is in charge of the investigation. That is basically more or less everything that the article says. It has some blurbs here and there, but they're not really all that important. But yeah, it seems like the news is out now. Like everyone knows that Diane Peterson is dead.
They identify her in the newspaper
Yes,
as
they do.
Diane Peterson. Okay. I think Audrey will probably, I'm sure, like, I'm sure this is the tradition's not the right word, but this is a normal occurrence in her house where dad will be like, oh yeah, here's what's happening in the news today, so that mom and Audrey are all cut up, and she'll ask normal kid questions like, oh, like, what do you think happened, and like curious questions about the paper, but is really cautious to not let on too much.
Cool. What about others?
I think Jet gets up. She gets up at the same time every day, regardless of whether it's a weekend or not. I think she starts helping her younger siblings get ready for the day, get breakfast and all that. I think she's got the radio on to maybe a local, not a news, like a morning news show, but like a local radio station that is playing predominantly music. But I'm going to assume that the discovery of a dead body in this community is probably something that ends up on a little news break anyways. And she kind of pauses as she goes through her morning chores and tries to pick up any like extra information that gets reported, but I don't think she notices anything other than what she already knew. And I think really the only thing that does is break her from the like routine sleep muddled going through the motions of any given morning. She just kind of like is reminded that her life is weird and getting weirder. All these things keep happening, and she keeps getting involved in them. And then I think her dad comes home from his shift, has breakfast, doesn't really say much. He's very quiet. tired from work. I don't think he immediately goes to sleep. I think maybe he goes and sits and watches some television or something. Her siblings go and maybe they go to play. I don't know what they have going on, but it's just day to day for her.
Okay. Marilee and Cooper, you guys wanna do a morning scene?
No, I think she's already, Mary Lee's already like at Cooper's first thing in the morning at the speakeasy.
Okay. Cooper, what about you?
Cooper, he gets up early, earlier than usual, even though he always wakes up at the crack of dawn. But like just before the crack of dawn this time, so he makes sure that everything is completely out of the way, so that his mom's off his ass. He can actually, go to the speakeasy thing shared with his friends. He has quite a few chores to do this morning. He spends ages with the chickens, the cows, pulling up weeds. It's a lot of time weeding. And by the time like most people are coming around, he's like sorting out a bunch of like manure from the cow pen with like big gloves on, and he tries to make some sort of joke, and he's like, "Give me a minute, guys. I'm just." I mean, it's funny because we're in deep shit. You know, he just kind of sighs, all exhausted, kind of gets frustrated, just throws things a lot of vigor, and then eventually throws his gloves off, goes to where everyone's like filed into the shed.
Cool. So yeah, eventually you guys all meet up at the speakeasy. What do you do?
Audrey will make sure everybody knows, in case they didn't hear the news this morning, that the word about Diane is out. Yeah, my dad was reading the newspaper this morning, and sounds like everybody knows about Diane now.
Bound to happen. It's kind of hard to keep a dead body secret.
Who told them it was Diane? Because it wasn't Diane, right?
It was. She just had that weird ID in her pocket. But they must have identified her as Diane. They wouldn't have put that otherwise.
And who was the woman in the pocket?
I don't.
Maybe the ID was fake?
Oh
god, or maybe just two dead bodies, and oh no.
Oh, I think. See the address on the ID, and she'll open up her notebook to like double check her notes. The address on the ID, it said the location of the farm that we went to before with the portal. So I think maybe, if anything, we can find something there.
That's an idea. How are we gonna get there? Isn't it kind of far?
Well, we went there before, right? So
yeah, and like a truck. Is it which farm is it? The farm of the dogs, the farm of the T-Rex, right?
Yes,
yeah,
We went in a truck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got driven there, didn't we? Or did we drive there? I can't
You guys
remember.
drove.
Did we get? Oh, was it?
we
Did
drove
Jet drive
there,
that?
but yeah, we drove there, but more out of protection from the dinosaurs than the need to, I think, take an actual truck, because we were only going like 10 miles an hour.
Oh, true. It wasn't actually that far. You're right. It was far. It was too far to get back to the city by dark. That was what the problem was.
We can just steal a vehicle. Me and Marilee stole a boat once. It was awesome.
Huh?
Just do that again?
No. What?
Oh,
We could just
you guys
go.
weren't here. It was this whole thing. We stole a boat, and it was like awesome, and I rode it, and like everyone was like, "Well, Cooper, you're so cool, Cooper, for rowing this boat." And oh, you should have been there.
Okay. That sounds great, Cooper. I think Jet forgets for a moment that Cooper's younger than her, and that's where that second yeah, no, actually that's great, Cooper. Good job, bud. Changes her tone immediately.
Yeah, I'm sure that Audrey still looks at him like, "What the hell are you talking about?" But doesn't really say anything. Just has the like a look on her face that you can't really help.
But yeah, whatever you guys want to do, we can just do that.
We can maybe just go there without doing a crime.
Well, and it's also daylight this time, and I think it was like evening or like nighttime when we went there last time, so less likely, right? Like less likely for bad stuff to happen, which is good.
Mm-hmm. Jet looks a little bit like Jet agrees and then realizes that may not actually be the case. And she thinks back about like getting chased by a velociraptor.
Tomato, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, it's early enough. If we get to move on now, we should be able to get back by a normal time, and then we won't have to explain anything to our parents. And
Exactly.
she starts picking up her backpack, trying to get to the door.
Yes, I think that's an excellent point. The less trouble we can get in, the better.
Okay.
You guys were explaining things?
Trying not to.
No, I didn't really have to. But just in case.
All right. Okay, so you guys leave the speakeasy, get on your bikes, and ride towards the Peterson farm. I mean, yes, like previously said, it is far away, but you have your bikes and you are riding about as fast as you were driving that truck. So you get there in about, I would say, an hour. It's a long ride. It's a long ride. But yeah, you manage to get there, and it looks like it looks just the way you left it. A second. Yeah, it's a ramshackle farm north of Red Mountain. You've already been here. It consists of several barns and a residential building with 2 floors. Just like before, the courtyard is sort of covered with rusted machines and robots, all dead. Birds, mice, and other animals have settled everywhere. As you get closer and you park your bikes near the residential house, the residential building, you realize that the front door is open. Looks like this place has been abandoned for a while. Well, yeah, at least from the looks of it. Yeah. What do you do?
I think we need to find evidence of somebody named Priscilla living here. So I guess we'll start going through personal affects to see if there is any more Priscilla memorabilia around.
I think
All right.
Jet remembers having gone upstairs the last time she was there to get like a vantage point. Was it? It was empty and dusty, right?
Yes. So as you guys enter the house, the living room. Sorry. As you guys enter the house, you start hearing a sound of loud opera music coming from the living room. As you reach the living room, you see that there is an automatic LP player which is playing opera, which is playing an opera, and it looks like it's been going for a while. Like it's on the repeat. And at like max volume. On the table, the sofas and at the table, the sofas, there are like quite a lot of books actually. Uh, Nearly like I would say like 15 or 20 books in different languages that are all about Wagner's opera. Uh, Biographies and analysis, research papers, all sorts of like, you know, things about Wagner, sort of just
Yes, and
knowledge
the
about Wagner's opera. Yeah.
the I remember from last time, and I can't seem to find it in my notes, that the opera that was playing, the title was significant to Audrey. And like this is very poignant in some way, but now I can't remember.
It's the Ring of Wagner, Ring of the Wagner.
Okay.
It has well, there's a cover, you know, for the record itself, and it says this. It translates to the ring of the ring of Nibelung from Wagner.
Okay. I think she'll take note, but it won't. That's not interesting to her. It's art.
All right. As you guys again look around on the, you guys enter the kitchen. On the table in the kitchen are remains of what looks like a half-eaten plate of spaghetti and meat sauce. A book lies open next to the plate. Um, the Large-Scale Structure of Space-Time by Stephen Hawking. And two candles have burned down so that all the wax has from them has sort of solidified on the table. Furthermore, uh, the books in the living room, you look through them and you realize that the books are filled with like underlines and notes that suggest that the reader seems to have been in that seems to have been particularly interested in how gods can be born into people. One of the notes in the books reads, "Am I a god?" question mark. Um, Also, Jet, as you're walking upstairs on a wall towards the stairs of the living room, which leads upwards, there are ones and zeros written with black ink across the wall. Um, I'll show you what the digits look like in our Discord chat.
Okie pokey.
It's a binary code.
I think. I'm lost. I got lost in Discord. Help. I think if there's definitely time. There's nothing really going down right now. Jet has her backpack with her. She doesn't have most of her school stuff, like no textbooks or anything, but she does have notebook, paper, that kind of thing, pens, that kind of thing. She takes out a notebook and starts trying her best to scrawl the string of digits as accurately as possible.
Mm-hmm. And Mary and Cooper, as you guys are looking around as well, you find a plastic file next to a coffee table. It holds a large amount of documents. And as you open this file, you realize that these documents are about you, all four of you. Photographs of you, your personal information, a couple photocopies of your own text from school. There are also drawings of your houses, as well as names and information on your families, relatives, and friends, including Jenny and Ruben.
Can I look through them, see what they're saying about me?
It is usually just kind of looks like just information gathering, like making a file of a person, right? It's just it's just facts about you. There are no opinions written on it, like anything. Like there are no um no opinions, or there aren't any observations or anything. It's just a file of you. Like it has, you know, everything about your personal information, your photographs, even some of your essays from the essays that you submitted in school. Uh, Again, drawings of your houses, families, relatives, friends. It doesn't say anything else. It's just a file on you and your friends. Yeah.
Hmm.
Can I take whatever is like written about me and try to burn it?
Sorry, what?
Can I take the papers that are like on me, like whatever information she had on me, and then burn it?
Burn it. Okay. Your papers, however, have something written on it. Um,
Oh,
it says, well, yeah, most of it is just like Cooper. Again, information about you. But one thing strikes you, which is slightly unique about your file than the others, is Isaac trusts her. Question mark.
is there anything about Isaac?
Nothing else. Just this one sort of a note scribbled across. Isaac trusts her? Question mark. That's it. Do you still take it and burn it all?
Yes. I go to
Okay.
the kitchen sink and then burn it.
All right. Who's in the kitchen right now? Just you, Aubrey. Are you looking through the books? Right. I'm assuming.
Yes, absolutely. Especially, she'll probably glance quickly through any about like Wagner or like artistic stuff, but is really focused on this Stephen Hawking book, definitely.
Okay. Any one of you? Those are in the any one of you that are in the, who are in the kitchen can go ahead and make an investigate roll. That's either Audrey and Sonade, right? Or Sonade,
Oh,
right?
that's in the kitchen. I'm sorry.
Oh, if you're in the living room, then you don't have to. If Sonade made her way into the kitchen, so if she's the only one, then Sonade needs to make an investigate check.
Okay. That's bad.
Yeah, you don't. You go to the sink and you burn it, and you look around. It looks a bit odd, but you don't really pay all that much attention to the place, and you come back to the living
Yeah.
room.
I think if the books were in the kitchen at like a dining room table, Audrey probably would have kept them there. So let me also
Okay.
let me
Yeah, I
also
think
give
one of the books was on the dining room table. That was the Stephen Hawking book.
and I rolled one success.
On success. Okay. You realize that just looking around, you realize that something is odd. The furniture in the kitchen has been rearranged. Someone has tried to clean up after what looks like a violent fight. There are scratches and sort of these weird indications that there has been a fight here. Scratches on the floor, on the furniture, a small smear of blood somewhere. Large amounts, and as you realize it, you sort of make your way towards the back door. You open it, and there is a trash can just outside. You open the trash can, and you realize that there's large amounts of bloody paper and empty detergent containers that have been thrown in the trash at the back of the house.
Oh. I will call for everyone. I think this is going to be a group effort, unfortunately. Come look what I found.
What is it?
And she'll just point. I don't think there's any, blood is pretty self-explanatory. So I think Audrey will just point.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's large amounts of bloody paper and empty detergent containers. It looks like, yes, a violent fight happened here, which included a lot of blood, and someone cleaned it all up with some detergent and some paper and threw all of it in the trash back here.
Oh,
not
that's
great.
not how you dispose of things.
Well, I mean, technically someone did dispose of them this way. It's just not the way that you're supposed to.
Certainly, you could have like put some of it in, like, I don't know, compost.
I mean, yeah, they really made a mess. Well, I mean, like a mess, but also a mess of the mess.
No, yeah, it just kind of seems like they didn't really clean up the blood, did they? They just kind of moved it around.
I suppose, but I mean, well, if we found out that this is where we think that Diane went, I mean, I'm sure the police are not far behind.
So you're saying we run before they?
Well, I don't think
Because if they find us here, they will arrest us.
That's Cooper. That's not how it works. But I do think that maybe finding anything that we want first, and then maybe getting out would be ideal. Yeah,
Do you guys
Audrey's
want to see
definitely.
the files?
Yeah, definitely in there. I don't think that we are need to run away right now, but we should probably definitely come in here, get what we want, and get out.
All right. Anything else you guys want to do here? You can still visit upstairs. There's that code that you found, Jet.
Yeah,
You
I think
guys,
Jet shows Jet shows Audrey the code.
Ooh, the binary code stuff.
Mm-hmm. I found this on the wall upstairs.
Wonder if I know anything about it. Maybe program?
yes. Mary Lee and Cooper. I guess I mean all four of you have been in this place before, but the both of you specifically, you've been, at least you've known this person indirectly for a while now, and you know that she loves having her pictures around. And the last time you visited this place, you saw just that, a lot of pictures of her from different times of her from her life, right? The same was true previously in the first mystery, where you saw a bunch of pictures with her, and in the last mystery as well, when you came to this farmhouse for the first time. You now realize that a lot of those pictures are missing from the house.
That's weird.
Can we, would we remember if the pictures that were missing were with other people?
Some of them were, some of them weren't. In fact, all of the pictures are very, at least what she thinks, are a very flattering image of her. Like she is the centerpiece of those pictures, of those images. Just like in the first mystery, where you saw a lot of pictures with Donald in them, the bird mind control guy. And in all of those, even though he was part of the picture, she was the forefront. And it's the same with all of her pictures that she keeps around in her own personal house, with either with Donald or here in her farm.
Donald has been arrested, right?
He was for a brief amount of time, and then he was let go, and he left Boulder City. Probably due to the DARPA being involved, and the loop security sort of just maybe running things more than the actual law enforcement police department of Boulder City.
I I tell them about what had happened and about this guy and how he got out because of DARPA as well and the loop. I tell that to Audrey and Jet.
You
Get them
also
caught
remember,
up.
yes, you also remember that Diane, the last time you saw her, was being arrested by, the loop security and DARPA, who showed up at
Yeah.
at this very farm with robots.
So yeah, I convey that all to them, saying that I don't think the police would be able to find out who killed her, because who killed her might have been the people who caught her.
Okay. That success with program, um, you're able to translate that binary code. It says "Long live Diane!" exclamation mark.
I'd share that immediately with everybody. Somebody really liked her, or worshipped her, or was her, I suppose. She seemed pretty arrogant.
Did the robot from last season survive the trouble that we got into? Is he just
Yes.
not here?
Yes, he did survive. Well, you can ask. Well, you can ask. Merely about it because that's her anchor, and she knows him pretty well.
Okay, I don't know. I don't think Jet knows that, so I think Jet's just gonna go. Hey, where's the robot guy that was here before?
He's missing.
Oh, since when?
It's been over a week now.
Do you think maybe he wrote the numbers on the wall? That seems like a way a robot would leave a message, to me at least. I don't really know about robots.
I'm not sure. It could be, because even Diane wrote about Isaac in my papers. So I think the only other person who kept coming here also was Isaac.
What
It could be
papers?
him.
You said in your papers.
She
What papers?
she maintained a bunch of documents with all sorts of information on us.
Real? Okay, show me.
Did I bring the whole file? I didn't
I,
take the file, right?
I
I
think you
left
just
it with
burned
my
yours and you left it
yeah.
uh, in the living room. Yeah.
So yeah, it's in the living room.
Jet goes in. She goes to look in the file, and she just looks frustrated, annoyed, a little bit freaked out, and preoccupies herself with reading over the information that's listed about her.
You good yet? They've lied on yours too, or? I mean, they said I was 5 foot on mine. I am not 5 foot. I am at least 6 foot.
You're what? Huh? Yeah, bud. I'd it it looks accurate to me. Actually, that's what I'm yeah, this is weird. I don't like this at all.
Yeah, and there's
Oh,
nothing
gee.
additional on anybody's files except for Mary Lee's, and it's about Isaac.
well, Marilee burned hers, so you can just. If it really upsets you, you can just. The kitchen sink is just over there. You can. You know.
I think I'll just keep it. I'll just keep it. And I think, like, she just looks shaken. It's not that she saw something that she didn't want other people to find out. It's just too accurate. It's like weird things. I think the thing that shakes her the most is the fact that it has her full name on it. Everybody calls her Jet. Her name is Georgette. Most people actually don't know that. And it even has her middle name of Abigail on it. Abigail is how her family members refer to her. She is never referred to as Abigail outside of her family. So this is, if I'm remembering the level of detail from the description of it, it's like somebody was going into like official records to get like actual ID information about the kids. She is shaken that anything other than Jet is on these papers, because Jet actually doesn't show up anywhere. Jet is just a common nickname that doesn't actually get written in on any documents or anything like that.
Sorry, go ahead.
Audrey, well, Mary Lee, can I borrow your lighter?
I take out another cigarette, light it, and then pass it to her.
I'm gonna snag the files from everybody and then run to the kitchen and also burn them. And I think she does this in an uncharacteristically frenzied way.
I think Jet tries to stop her and kind of calls out, "Wait, that's evidence. We should. I'll keep mine. It's fine. I'm not worried about what's on it. I'm just worried that it's weird that why does she know these things?" And I'll roll for that if I have to. That doesn't have to succeed. It doesn't have to succeed.
PvP.
Is that okay? You guys want to roll against each other?
I'm
If
okay to
that's
roll
okay,
against each
yeah.
other. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, well, Audrey just snatched everyone's documents from their hands, and she just sort of running towards the kitchen to burn them all.
Yeah.
So I would like for both of you to make a move check, and not an opposed move check.
Okay.
That's me!
Oh no! Well, I got 2 successes. That's amazing.
All right. Yes, please describe it to me how you do this.
So I think, Audrey has hers in her hand, and has this realization, and I'll explain the realization in a minute. Has this realization, and he goes like, whoop, and takes Cooper's, and Whoop tries to take Jet's, and is like holding on to it, and Jet is holding on to it.
I think Jet does let it go because she doesn't want it to rip, but she gently tries to reach over and stop Audrey from going into the kitchen without getting it back.
Can I imagine this? Because if there's any resistance to the pulling, and then letting go. I think Audrey probably maybe not trips, but like stumbles or something, like stumbles back from the force with which she tried to take it, and it didn't get let go at first. So maybe has like a little bit of a tumble as she tries to get to the kitchen with this thing.
Jet definitely tries to keep her from falling. Her intention is not really to. She really doesn't want to hurt her friend. She just wants to get the paper back, and she's not willing to do anything more than slow her friend down from running away, and just so she could say, no, I'll take mine back, it's fine. She doesn't want to like physically accost Audrey, so she is concerned that Audrey had a little stumble there and tries to keep her from falling. It's okay, I'll just keep mine, it's fine.
No, because if the police come here, this is evidence that we are involved in this somehow. And she looks at Cooper, and she'll look at Cooper, and she'll be like, now, Cooper, this is the time to worry about the police.
We're kids. An adult has weird information about it. I don't think that's going to get us in trouble.
You never know. And what if somehow this all leads to something going on my permanent record?
Jet looks so... What is the word for that? When you're just kind of like, oh, okay. I don't know what that emotion is called, but she just kind of is just like, she disengages from the emotions of the scenario and just like takes the paper back.
Okay. All right. There's also, you guys still haven't looked upstairs. So if you guys want to do that, let's you guys can do that, and then we'll move into a break.
Yeah, Jet's definitely down to look around upstairs some more.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Audrey is the same. She will, if Cooper lets her. If Cooper lets her, she will also burn Cooper's papers.
Oh, Cooper lets her. Cooper does not like the fact that everything on there is true.
Okay. So Audrey burns hers and Cooper's, documents in the file. Meanwhile, Chet, you get to keep yours. After the burning, you take like a moment to sort of calm down after all that, physical activity and actually burning the stuff, and sort of your adrenaline running high, and you guys make your way upstairs, just to make sure that you've sort of covered everything and found everything that you can. Go ahead and make an investigate roll, which whoever has the highest investigate.
My investigate is 2.
Okay, your mind should be pretty high, so go ahead. Success, perfect. So you guys search the second floor. And Audrey, as you're looking through the second floor, you enter the bathroom, and you find a small voice recorder that seems to have sort of been hidden in the bathroom, next to the bathtub. There are some bath salts and what looks like a rubber duck. Yes. The rubber duck has a necklace drawn on it with a name tag that says Noble.
Noble?
Yes. With a black felt pen.
Okay.
Yes, and there's a voice recorder. It looks like there's been some recordings on this voice recorder, so you can turn that on if you want to.
Yeah, Audrey will definitely listen to it. So weird that a voice recorder's in the bathroom.
Okay. Do you call for everyone else to listen to it, or are you just listening to it?
I don't think she thinks of it. Like, she's not trying to keep it secret, but she doesn't. The curiosity has overcome her, and so she's just like, "There's a voice recorder in the bathroom. Well, I obviously have to listen to this right now," and she turns it on.
All right. You turn it on. There's a click and the tape inside starts rolling, and you hear a voice from the recorder. It says, my plan that I will follow, it's a woman speaking. My plan that I will follow without deviation, sloppiness, or shortcuts. Not that the past mistakes in any way have been my fault, but still, where was I? Yes, the first step is to eliminate the damn kids. Had it not been for them, the people in Boulder City, these imbecile, inbred, and self-righteous sheep, would have already gotten what they deserve. Nosy little bastards somehow knew to be exactly at the right place at the wrong time. But when I get my hands around their necks, and you hear a splash of water. There, Noble. Don't you worry even a little bit. You will come with me to the podium when I receive the big prize. When I face the cameras and finally get the chance to tell the truth about myself and how the people here, despite their absolute lack of brains, have managed to turn the world against me and hide the only true genius in our time. But first, I need to get those pesky kids out of the way. Maybe I can use the Wagner rings against them. They are, after all, surrounded by the machines and robots that the Loop so graciously presents as one of their greatest leap forward in scientific discovery. What a sick joke. Maybe I should use the element of surprise and strike when they are least expecting. And what then, you wonder, little Noble? Then I will rise, controlling the robots and making them see me as I truly am, a true genius. And I will punish my enemies, each and every one of them. With an army of robots, I could... And you hear a knock on the door. She abruptly stops and says, yes, come in. And you hear a door opening and a metallic voice is heard in the distance. Yes, yes, of course, Isaac. I want cream in the chocolate, as always. Now, shoo! And the door closes. She speaks to the recorder again. He pretends he doesn't know exactly how I want it. There was a time, dear Noble, when I thought I could trust that robot. But Isaac has let me down. He's just like the others. He wants to use me to make a name for himself. One day he will try to poison me, I'm sure of it. And there's a silence for a moment. And you hear splash, and you hear splashing again. I'd better sneak down and see what is put in that cup of mine. And a stopper is pulled out of the bath, and water flows. The recorder clicks and is turned off.
Huh.
Is someone holding that recorder? The recording?
Audrey is.
Okay. Ladies, that. Jed is so angry she doesn't know what to say. She's just kind of drumming the tips of her fingers on the door frame of the bathroom.
Yeah. Diane said that we were at the right place at the wrong time, and that's what, oh god, what's her name? The farmhand.
Stacy.
That's what Stacy said about us too.
Just as you guys are wondering about what just happened and what you just heard, you hear a police siren outside.
Oh
and
god.
that's where we're going to take a break, and we will be back in a bit. All right, guys, I'll see you in a bit. Hey, hello. Welcome back to Tales from the Loop. We are playing through 4 seasons of Mad Science, and we are on our fourth and final mystery, I, Wagner, and we will be resuming after the break where the kids visited Diane Peterson's farmhouse and made some rather strange, weird, and concerning discoveries. As they did, they start hearing a police siren and a car being parked outside the farm, outside the building that they're currently in. And we'll begin there. So, as you guys hear the police siren, it stops, and you hear a car parking outside, a door opening. What do you guys do? The recorder is still in your hand, Audrey.
Are there any I know we're in the bathroom, but in any of the other rooms upstairs, are there any windows where we can see outside?
Yes, there are. So I've already posted like a layout of the place. So there's
Oh yes. Okay.
yeah. So you're in the you're upstairs, right? So you're currently in the bathroom, but if you go to either one of the bedrooms, there are windows. The bedroom to the south has a window looking directly outside towards the front of the house, and the bedroom to the right has again like a window looking towards the right of the house.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go look towards the front of the house to see how many police cars came.
It's just one of them, and you realize that it's well, it's just one police lady, and she is from the news that you heard in the morning from your dad, Detective
Mhm.
Karen Richards. I posted what she looks like in our chat. I know this is a bit European. It probably does not look very American, but that is it's a Swedish game, so the art is the uniform is slightly. It says EULIS. So anyway, it doesn't matter. But yeah, this is what she looks like.
Planes existed in the 80s. I'm sure she could have just been from
There's a
Poland or
transplant.
something.
Yeah. Okay. So
She
Audrey's
gets out, closes the door, fixes her hat, and looks at the farm. What do you do?
Audrey's gonna look at Jet and say, Jet, we have two options. We can either approach her and tell her why we're here, or we can run away.
There's only one, right? Maybe we can hide?
Yeah, I think we should hide.
Is there an attic?
There is no attic.
Maybe we can. So this bathroom that's up here doesn't look like it has like a bathtub or a shower stall or anything.
It does have a bathtub. I mean, the layout doesn't show it, but it does have a bathtub.
Okay, so like a
How
bathtub
big
that
is
we
this
could.
bathtub? Can we all fit?
Well,
I don't think
I was
all of
gonna
us
say-
can fit.
Can we play sardines in it and just like all cram ourselves into the tub?
Okay. Cool.
Fuck it, yeah.
That is Jet's least favorite game.
Oh, poor. Oh no, she's sister.
She'll do it, but that is her. She hates sardines. She fully just doesn't fit in. Like she doesn't. You know how when kids like do the thing where they go under the bubbles and they blow? She can't do that anymore. Her knees just pop out of the water.
Oh dear. Well, I think that's our best option for hiding. So we'll need to call down to the others and say, up here now, or something along those lines.
Okay. Everyone, please go ahead and roll a sneak check.
Pookie pookie. Sneak. Where's Sneak? Why are these not in alphabetical order?
That is a really good question.
Oh yeah,
You got-
they're based off of.
Oh, they're by skill.
Skill,
God.
your attributes, yeah.
Then
Audrey is suffering.
So, Jet, you have 2 successes. You can give one of those successes to either Audrey or Cooper.
Who's closest to Jet right now? Is Cooper still downstairs?
Yeah,
Or
Cooper's
is he
still
in the bathroom?
downstairs.
Okay, so she'd give it to Audrey.
Yeah, Cooper could like just push luck.
Ooh, yes.
I could push my luck. I'm gonna do that actually. I'm gonna push my luck.
You have a good chance too with pushing your luck. I have zero chance.
Hey!
Look at
That was a
you!
good shout. I forgot I could do that.
Awesome, cool. And you still have the recorder with you, Audrey?
Oh yes, absolutely. I think she probably, on purpose but not thinking, put it in her pocket or something.
Okay, you hear her walk in. The sound of her boot on the floor, or the sound of her boots on the floor, just sort of echoing throughout the entire house. It's pretty empty, right? No one's here, so it looks like she's just walking around. And you stay there for a while, as she searches the house. It looks like she's probably gathering evidence. You maybe take a slight peek to see what she's actually doing, and you get a peek at her sort of writing something down in a notepad, as she has now climbed upstairs, looking, sort of going through the bedroom, and at one point she walks into the bathroom, sort of looks around. You guys hold your breath as much as possible so as to not make a squeak, because like if any of the silence is broken, she will know that you guys are hiding here. But you guys are successful, and she looks around. She sort of she looks at the duck. She's wearing gloves and everything. She looks at the duck, puts it in an evidence bag. Again, just sort of looks around and notes something down in the notepad, and you hear the sound of her boots going, leaving and going downstairs. Again, she stays around for a bit downstairs, as you hear some sort of a tape or something being used downstairs. And after a good while, like if this goes on for like 15 or 20 minutes to half an hour, you guys are just in there, not making a noise. And eventually she leaves. You hear the sound of her boots leave. The car doors sort of close back up. The car engine starting, and the car leaving with the siren. Yeah, you're in the clear.
I think she's gone.
We need to go look to see if she's taken anything.
Yeah, good thinking.
Okay. You guys look around. If she's taken anything, it looks like the duck is gone. Most of the books have been taken. Some of the stuff downstairs, it looks like the trash can has been sort of labeled as evidence. Some of the
Mhm.
smears in the kitchen have been labeled as evidence. The And you guys took your files, right? Or did you leave the files in the living room itself?
The files were burned in the
yes.
sink.
Well,
Except for
checks.
did Jet manage to get, or did Jet let Audrey?
Jet jammed hers in her backpack.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. That is all. She has sort of labeled a bunch of stuff as evidence. She has taped that police do not cross line this line, something like that. That yellow tape that that police used to uh, mark a crime scene. Um, yeah. Uh, Before, I guess we could go back and you know what? It's fine. So what do you do?
I don't think Jet has anything else that she wants to do in particular. I think she'll just follow the rest of the group around to see what they're doing, but she's pretty ready to take off.
I think uncharacteristically, Audrey is too. Like that was too close, right? Like I don't know. It felt very too close for comfort. I think we'll suggest one final look around to see is there anything that we missed. But yeah, we'll
nothing
also
else?
suggest leaving.
All right. Does anyone else have anything else to do, or should we cut here and move on to the next scene?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right. So where do you plan to go next? You could. I mean, you're in the clear. You weren't, found here, but you could still approach Karen Richards and find out what she knows. Maybe you can get some leads from there if you're clever. Or you still have the ID card that has Priscilla Andrews' name on it, and it says Microlex. So you still have that lead to follow up on. So yeah, what do you want to do?
I don't know that I want to deal with the police anymore today.
Yeah,
I think it was too
no.
close. Like we are too close to the police at this point. And maybe going to push the police is not a good idea. I think we need to be at least a
Epic
little bit
ending
more
to the-
calm.
Epic ending to the campaign where we'll just end up in juvie.
Yeah. Yeah, just flash to us all smoking cigarettes in juvie with Mary Lee.
The final episode is just a court case.
I think Audrey will suggest before we do anything else, I think we should go back to the speakeasy and just breathe in somewhere safe and talk about everything that's happened here because it's a lot. We found our names on papers in here and we almost got caught by the police.
Yeah, I could definitely. Let's just go. I don't want to be here anymore. That's all I want.
Cool. So you guys start making your way towards the speakeasy. And you reach the speakeasy. I'll say again, it takes the same amount of time, an hour or so. You would hear, I'll say, more or less an hour. So it's been 3 hours since you've been out. Yeah, you get back to the speakeasy. You park your bikes and you climb down into your hideout. So, what's up? What's the plan? You do know that from the voice recording, you do know that Diane was up to something, at least. That she was talking about controlling robots and obviously getting rid of you. She used some weird terms in there. You have that with you, at least. So she was up to something, at least before she was killed. Um, Again, the killer, you have no idea who that is. At least from the evidence, it looks like whatever happened in the kitchen of the farmhouse, from the blood smears and all the bloody paper and the detergent in the trash can. So, like I said, you also have leads of the police lady Karen Richards. You could try to find out what she knows, and obviously the company Microlex, where she apparently was an employee but under a different name.
I think that the Microlex place is probably our best next step.
And if it's like an ID card, chances are it's one of those that we can like go like boop with.
We didn't
So we don't have
take
to,
it
like-
though.
Oh,
We
did
didn't.
Oh,
We didn't take it. No, we left it there. It was evidence on a body.
Oh, that's true. We didn't mess with the body.
oh,
Maybe the
Audrey.
well, let's go talk to the big kids. Maybe the big kids, maybe the teens, took some stuff off of her. We left them with the body.
Very true. I
Maybe
agree.
We could like bribe the big kids or something, because merely has cigarettes and, well, you know, big kids and cigarettes.
All right. So, what do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna go find the big kids to see if they swipe the ID card.
Okay. Roll for contact. See if you can maybe know where they are, because currently you have no idea where they could be.
I will roll.
Okay, one success. Great. Okay, so you, and I don't know how, okay, but you have this knowledge. I don't know how. You can let me know how Audrey has this knowledge of this place. You know that some teenagers from the Boulder City High School, they visit this one abandoned service a service center, like an abandoned service center for the loop, basically. It's an old service terminal. It has a small building around it, made of concrete, and there's a metal door. These teenagers from from your high school, from the school, they go there to meet their contact, who sells them anything they want, drugs, any type of drugs, anything they want. Yeah.
I mean, Audrey's parents work at the loop for the loop, so she may know just from like asking way too many questions of her parents about things around the loop. Or more likely, she probably found like old blueprints and was like, "What's this building?" And then went to go figure it out. It was like, "Oh, the pig kids are there. It's fine. Like whatever." So, exhausting all other options, that might be the best place to go find them.
Okay. Then you guys start making your way towards the abandoned service terminal. Give me a second. Okay, so you guys get on your bikes with the resolve that you're gonna probably talk to those teenagers and try to find out if they did something to the body, if they picked something up. So you guys make your way towards that abandoned service terminal. It takes you about half an hour to get there. It's in the woods, deep into the woods. You see a bunch of like wires that have been sort of worn down by environmental damage and stuff like that. There's like a bunch of wires coming out from it. It looks like it has been abandoned for a while, for a good while. And it doesn't look like anyone's here. At least from where you're currently standing. You're standing slightly far away from it. There's a small clearing around it. So as you guys are sort of looking at it through the woods, you see again, like, perfect timing on you guys. Stacy, what's their name? Mara, Muffin, and Spike. All four of them. Actually, it's just Stacy. You know what? It's just Stacy. Stacy sort of very sneakily sort of just looks around, as if she's being like incredibly suspicious. She looks around to see if anyone's following her or something like that. She sort of sneaks up to the door. She sort of looks around, and she holds her hand out towards the metallic door. The door is huge. It doesn't look like it can be opened by strength of a kid, a teenager, or whatever. Like, it requires a proper adult who probably knows the ins and outs of this metallic door to open it, because again, it was at least a service terminal for the loop, so there was enough security here. It looks like she just holds she just sort of holds her hand at the door, and it clicks, and she pulls her hand back, and the door moves forward with her hand as it opens, and it creaks and sort of echoes throughout the entire surrounding woods, as you hear sort of birds flapping and leaving the tree canopy. And she starts walking in. What do you do? And the door shuts behind her.
Did Stacy was the only one that went inside, or all four of the teens went?
No, it's just Stacy. The teens are not here. My bad. I shouldn't have mentioned.
Okay. Jet turns her attention to the rest of the group and waits to see what they do.
Can I try to sneak a look inside?
The door is closed, so you would have to open
Like
it
through the keyhole or something? There's no holes.
No, unfortunately not. It has a very intricate locking mechanism, which it looks like it's old enough that it looks like it could be opened if you're creative enough, or skilled enough. But the door itself is huge, and it'll probably take all three of you to all three of your strengths to force it open. And again, it's not as if just looking through again, there is no looking through a hole. If you're trying to look inside, you'll have to open the door, and that'll make a lot of noise. It's very noticeable.
Well, I mean, we have to get in, right? So
I just turn towards the group and I'm like, should we go in after her?
I think we have to.
We like sneak it in, or we just not care it?
I think at this point we can't. I mean, we don't have the card. We don't really know how to get in. I think we just have to do it to it. I'm also not very sneaky, so.
What's even in there? Does any of us know?
That's what we're hoping to find out. Well,
Yeah, I'd like to sneak,
we're
but I
hoping
don't
to
think
get.
that's possible.
We're trying to get in to see if the teenagers have the card, but
But we don't have any information about the interior of the building.
No.
Okay.
it is
guess
a
we'll just have to force
decommissioned
the door.
station.
Jet agrees to force the door open.
Yeah, I think all together we can do it.
Okay. But first, before you force the door open, someone will have to use their tinker skill to open the locks.
I have a little bit of
Ooh.
tinker, I think.
I've got in total in Tinker I have 6.
Yeah, anyone with the highest tinker, go ahead and go for tinker.
That's all you, Coop.
His face like lights up. He's like, okay,
I know how to do this.
and that's 1 success.
One success. Yeah, it's an intricate lock, and you're not quite sure how it locked back again. Because again, you saw her just holding her hand out, and it just sort of opened, and the door moved on its own. She went in, and the door closed on its own, and this lock just again went back to its original state. And you open it. It's an intricate lock, but you are skilled enough to sort of work around it and disable it. Now, all 4 of you will need your strength to push the door open. So I'm just going to assume you all do that, and all 4 of you give up all of your strength to push the door open out, and it makes a lot of noise. As it moves, it creaks on the ground below and on the hinges, and again the creaks just sort of echo into the surroundings. And as it creaks, the doors opens just enough for all 4 of you to enter. There's just looking inside, it's a small room, at least large enough to hold like different disabled machines. Sorry, not machine, like workstations. And there's a small light, which is hanging from the ceiling. And as you look inside, you see that there is a incredibly surprised Stacy. Like, whoa, what the hell are you guys doing here?
We've come to look for you.
Why?
You have
Did
the
you-
ID card, don't you?
What ID card?
Yeah. You know which one. She doesn't know if she knows which one, but she just is trying to intimidate her.
Did you take anything off of the body when we left?
But no, the police came in 10 minutes. We were just poking around and looking at it. We didn't take anything. If there was anything on the body, the ID card that you mentioned, it's probably at the police station or the detective lady. I gave my statement already. Leave me alone. I just came here to take my stash. That's it.
What'd you say in your statement?
That I found the body.
Okay, cool. Then you got your prize then.
Yeah. And I bought some nice stash with it. So
Good for you.
well, you guys better not narc about this place to anyone.
This isn't important for us enough for us to narc on you. It's fine.
Okay, that's good. Because if this place is blown, a lot of people are going to be angry at you. It's just not me. Just know that. Remember that.
I will commit it to memory. Thank you. Just sarcasm, so much of it.
That looks
One last
completely
thing.
uninterested.
One last thing. You're in see me walk in here, right?
Oh, I did.
Why?
You did?
Absolutely, yes, we did.
Well, like I said, you might not want to say anything about this place, or that you saw anyone walking in.
Audrey will just shrug. Okay.
What's so special about this place? Isn't it just somewhere you, I guess, do drug deals or something?
You do drug deals.
Well, a lot of people do drug deals here, so again, like I said, you might not want to do it because a lot of people are going to get angry.
Yeah, again, Audrey's like, okay, yep, totally. You do whatever you want. Like, you provided us with nothing useful, and I'm done with you. That's Audrey's attitude.
Are you sure people would get angry at us, or do you think people might get angry at you for making it unfortunately easy for us to find?
Well, I'm not the narc, so I don't know why people would get mad at me.
Well, we saw how you got in. So technically you showed us.
Wait, I have to leave. And she sort of just brushes past you. Do not speak of this to anyone. You understand? Final warning.
You owe us.
I don't know you anything. And she turns around and starts leaving in a very brisk pace.
Audrey will be like, hey everyone! Stacy showed us how to get in here, isn't that so cool?
She's gone.
Damn. I tried.
Okay, so what do you want? Yeah, it was a dead end, but not really. She did say that, if there was any evidence, it would have been picked up by the police here in Richards.
Oh, I really didn't want to go to the police.
I doubt they'll give us anything that they took.
No, they're not gonna let kids know about stuff.
Maybe we should go just check out, what was it, Microlux?
Yeah.
Maybe we should just go see if we can find out something there.
I think that's our next best option. I agree.
Okay, so you guys want to straight head to Microlex? Straight away head to Microlex? Or do you want to take a pause? Do you want to wait for a certain time? Anything. Just let me know what's your plan, and we will move on to the next scene before I think it's time to end the session. So yeah, just let me know.
Yeah, if we have enough time for another scene, I think maybe we should go, unless anybody else has something they want to do first, maybe we go straight to Microlux. Is it Lex or Lex?
Lex, Lex.
Lex. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, we can head that direction.
I'm good with that.
All right, cool. So you guys start making your way towards Microlex. It is in the outskirts of Boulder City. It is a just give me a second. Okay. As you make your way towards the Microlex building. Yeah, so Microlex is a company whose offices and facilities are located in the outskirts of Boulder City, like I already said. from the general knowledge that you know that it probably supplies Loop with some microscopic electronics, stuff like again circuit boards, not exactly like the standard ones, but slightly advanced ones, like they're incredibly small and microscopic. Um, that seems to be their side of the business. As you get to the building itself, it is still it is a Sunday, so as you reach the building, you see a guard at the front gate. The company building is large, single story white brick structure with a what looks like a black roof. The area around it is enclosed with a tall wire fence. There are about, I'd say, 4 or 5 cars in the parking lot inside the fence. You would assume that there would be more on a working day. Yeah, like I said, there is what looks like another guard sort of patrolling outside inside the fenced area, and one other guard, like I already said, um, outside the fenced area in a small sort of in a small office, which looks like it's like a office for guards and the security here. So yeah, and do you want to end it here?
I think that's good, yeah. Before we get into too much trouble.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right. So I know it's not the best place to end. It's not a cliffhanger or anything, but we'll see as the mystery gets more interesting and more deep. We'll see what you guys find here at Microlix and what exactly Diane Peterson was up to before she died. And we'll figure that out in the next episode of Tales from the Loop. Thank you so much, guys, for playing. I am GM Void. I use he/him pronouns, and I ran the loop today, and I'll run the loop for the next few sessions. You can find me at Blue Sky and Twitter, although I've almost entirely stopped using them. You can find me here at Pantsless Tables, obviously, in future sessions and future events. Yeah, that's me signing off. I'll let the others do their outros.
My name is Amber, and I use she/they pronouns, and I was playing Audrey, who uses she/her pronouns, who is the bookworm. You can find me most places on the internet as analog_Amber, including my own Twitch channel where I play a lot of indie and variety games and would love to have new pals if you will have me.
Hi there, my name is Chanel Lees. I use she/they pronouns, and today I was playing Jet. I keep wanting to call her Jet Morgan. That's not her name. Jet Martin, the jock who uses she/her pronouns. And you can find me on Blue Sky. The link is in the chat, but I recently changed my username because I realized Blue Sky lets you put a hyphen. So there's a hyphen between the Chanel and the Lees because that's the way I write my name. So you can find me at CHANELLE-LIZE. And on my Blue Sky, you will find a link to my Linktree where you can find all my other stuff online. I hope to see you elsewhere. And here, because here's a great place to be.
Hello, I have been and will continue to be Marlo. Today I was playing Cooper. You can find me on the links in the chat. Mentalicious with 2 S's, usually on pretty much any platform. You can find me. Try and find me. Just find me. Hide and seek, find me.
Hi, I'm Stonadi, and I'm on Instagram. That's not sorry. I'm not on any other social media at the moment. And yeah, see you next session. Bye.
Bye. I'll see you guys in the next session, in episode 2 of Wagner, the last mystery of our campaign, 4 seasons of Mad Science. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much to all the players. Thank you so much, Steve, for producing. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.